The RMS Queen Mary is a sight to behold. Massive and beautiful, she sits in Long Beach, California, but her beauty hides a troubled past. Many believe the Queen Mary is haunted. Tragic deaths and strange events have plagued the ship for decades. Join me as we explore the Queen's eerie history. We'll uncover the stories and the evidence that make this ocean liner a hotbed of paranormal activity. From the moment she first touched water, whispers of bad luck followed the Queen Mary. Over the years, numerous unexplained incidents and accidents occurred. Were they just unfortunate events, or is there something more sinister at play? The line between fact and legend blurs on this ship. It's a place where history and the paranormal collide. Even before her maiden voyage, the Queen Mary was marked by tragedy. The ship's construction in Scotland was plagued by accidents. Workers fell to their deaths, others were crushed by heavy machinery. The exact number of fatalities is unknown. The shipyards were dangerous places, but the sheer number of deaths during the Queen Mary's construction seemed high. Some whispered that the ship was cursed from the start. One story tells of a worker who died in the ship's hull. His body was never recovered. It's said his ghost still haunts the area where he died. Another tale speaks of a scaffolding collapse. This accident claimed the lives of several men. These tragedies cast a dark shadow over the Queen Mary, a shadow that would follow her throughout her service. The Queen Mary's role in World War II added another layer of tragedy. She was nicknamed the Grey Ghost for her speed and secrecy. The ship transported thousands of soldiers across the Atlantic, but it wasn't always smooth sailing. One of the most harrowing incidents was a collision with a British cruiser. The Queen Mary sliced the other ship in half, causing massive casualties. The tragedy left the Queen Mary badly damaged, but she was repaired and returned to service. The horrors of war stayed with the ship. Many soldiers died on board from illness or injuries. Their spirits are said to linger. Passengers and crew reported hearing footsteps and voices. Some even claim to have seen apparitions of soldiers in uniform. Whispers from the depths, unexplained deaths and tragic accidents. The Queen Mary's post-war years were not without incident. Several unexplained deaths and suicides occurred on board. One of the most famous cases is that of John Pedder. A crewman, Pedder was crushed to death by a door in the ship's engine room. The area near door number 13, where Pedder died, is now considered a paranormal hotspot. Another chilling story is that of the White Lady. She's often seen in a white evening gown near the first-class pool. Legend says she's the ghost of a young woman who died in a tragic accident. The Queen Mary's history is filled with such tales. These stories add to the ship's reputation as a place where the veil between our world and the next is thin. The Queen Mary's haunted legacy ghost stories and paranormal encounters. Today, the Queen Mary is permanently docked in Long Beach. She serves as a hotel, museum, and popular tourist attraction, but the ship's haunted reputation is as strong as ever. Visitors and staff report countless paranormal experiences. Cold spots, disembodied voices, and apparitions are common occurrences. Guests staying in certain cabins have reported strange activity, items moving on their own, lights flickering, and even feelings of being touched. The Queen Mary has been featured on numerous paranormal television shows. Investigators come from all over to study its haunted history. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the RMS Queen Mary's eerie past. It's a place where history and the paranormal meet, leaving a lasting impression on all who visit.